Good morning. It's New Year's Eve, which means it's time to get introspective. It's been a very interesting year for me. I started seeing my boyfriend. I finally gained the courage to reach out for help with my mental health. I had to say goodbye to my car, which was like the love of my life, but you know, if you love something, let it go. Time flies when you're having fun. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Woo, I had to put my contacts in. I'm a full-time glasses wearer, and I have daily contacts that I save for special occasions. You know, I don't get a ton of them because they're expensive, and I just know that I won't wear them that much. But I have, you know, a small box for special occasions, and I decided to save the last pair that I had for a special occasion, and I've decided that's today. I took a kind of accidental break from YouTube, as I often do. If you know me, if you follow me, like every video opens with, "Sorry guys, it's been a while," and I have the same reason every time, which is lack of ideas and insecurity. I think I'm not interesting enough, not funny enough, not hot enough, whatever my problem is. And then that either prevents me from wanting to film in the first place, or I film something and editing is the hard part. I've filmed a million videos and I've just deleted them instead of editing them. Or I get part of the way through editing them and I'm like, this is boring, this sucks. And then I just delete the whole thing. So there's so many videos that never make it out of the iMovie stage. But yeah, I'm trying to avoid that like negative feedback loop that I get in. Because I also get stuck in that like, I don't want to post a video unless I'm proud of it. But then I never post anything because I'm insecure. So then what? You know? This blush is patchy as fuck. But I was telling my boyfriend yesterday, like, I've been uploading a lot of videos recently. I've just, you know, I've got my mojo back or whatever. And it's been reminding me, just uploading videos and not caring, why I started making YouTube videos all those years ago in the first place. And that's because it's a hobby to me, and it's, in my mind, it's like having a diary or a journal or a blog. You know, I'm just speaking out into the space, and it makes me feel less alone. I started making YouTube videos when I didn't have a ton of friends, and I don't know, even if nobody watched them, even if nobody cared, it still made me feel less alone. I think the first time I didn't upload for a bit and somebody asked me when I was coming back to YouTube, that was crazy to me. Because I had subscribers, and I just kind of figured people were just, like, trying to support me. But people would ask me, when I go on long breaks, people would ask me, like, when are you posting again? I like your videos. I want to watch your videos. And that meant a lot to me, because I didn't really realize that people were noticing my absence. And I do that in life, too. My friends are all musicians. They're in the music scene. And for a period of time, I was going to every single show. Like, no matter how far away, I would go. And that was my life. And then I didn't feel great, and I stopped showing up for a bit. And people noticed and asked about me. And were like, hey, you used to go to a lot of shows, and now I never see you anymore. What's going on? Where are you at? I mentioned this in a video, I think, that I posted this spring. But I'll give you the short version of it. There was an event that was important to a friend of mine. And the day of, I got really anxious about going. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'm not going to go. And I kind of convinced myself, like, maybe this friend and I aren't that close. And, like, she won't even notice my absence. And it won't be that big a deal. And whatever, all these mental gymnastics that I started going through to justify me not going to this thing. And then someone called me right before the event and was like, hey, I'm on my way to the event. Are you going to go? And the phone call kind of woke me up, and I was like, yes, I'm sorry. I'm running late. I'm getting ready right now. And later I told that friend, the friend that called me, the truth. And I was like, I was going to bail. I was going to bail on this event. And I went through all these mental gymnastics to justify it when it wouldn't have been okay if I had missed this thing. And I said this to the friend that called me. I was like, you know what? If you don't show up, then what's it all for? If you're not showing up for your friends, if you're not showing up for what really fucking matters, then what's it all for? And more recently than this event, someone very close to me, went through a similar sort of experience. And this person had these two friends in high school. My friend was friends with this couple, and the husband was in an accident and died very unexpectedly. And my friend, they hadn't spoken in a while, like, personally, but my friend was hesitating to call and kind of going through the same mental gymnastics that I was, like, oh, you know, she's probably really, like, busy with all the stuff that's happened, like, maybe I shouldn't call. And then she said, you know what? I've been meaning to call this friend for a while. We haven't spoken in a while when we used to be very close. And if this event doesn't warrant a phone call, then what does? Then what does? And I was like, you're right. And I went through the exact same thing. You know, I've never been particularly good at social graces and stuff like that and knowing what to do and what to say. So I've always followed the golden rule from elementary school: treat others how you want to be treated. And I've carried that with me through my whole life. I want to be the friend that I would like to have. You know what I mean? My point is, I realized because of this event that my insecurities were making me a bad friend. You know, I almost bailed on something really important because I got anxious and insecure and, like, diminished myself as a friend to this person. You know, I tried to convince myself, like, maybe we weren't that close. Maybe it wouldn't matter that much. And in turn, it was making me sort of a bad friend. Like, not showing up to shit and being really flaky just because I assumed that it wouldn't affect people. I just covered my hand in blush and it won't come off. So yeah, chew on that one for a while. Are your insecurities making you a bad person, a bad friend? Because mine were. I was being really flaky, and I just assumed that it didn't matter that much because I didn't matter that much. And you know what? That's not true. It just made me an unreliable friend. I guess this is part of my hand now because my makeup wipe won't take it off. So that was a tough lesson I had to learn this year. But I needed to learn it, so here we are. I work on a boat in New England, in the ocean. And I'm doing this full face of makeup because I am leaving my work shift tonight and I'm going right to my friend's house to have a New Year's party. So yeah, I'm about to be full-face glam at my boat job, which I've never done before because why would I do that? I don't care. I don't give a fuck. It's time to party, motherfuckers. Well, I think that's enough introspection for one video. My New Year's resolution is to continue to work on myself and my issues and keep fighting the good fight because it's been years since that revelation. Hello, editor's note. What I mean by revelation is I talked about that in, I cut that part out because it's very rambly and whatnot. But the revelation that I'm talking about is a few years ago. I realized that I was, like, scared to go out and, like, have friends and do stuff. And I would just, like, sit in my house and wait to wake up one day and not be anxious and not be afraid of everything. And then I realized that I'm probably always going to be anxious and afraid of everything, but I have to live my life in spite of that. You know, I just have to do it scared. I just have to, you know, I can still be a scared person, but I have to go out and live my life and whatever. So from there forward, I had to make, like, this conscious effort to, like, yes, I know I'm scared. I'm still gonna be scared, but I still have to go out and live my life and be a person. So that's the revelation in question. The explanation just got cut out of this video, so. And I still get sucked into that, like, I get trapped in my own house really easily. And that has happened to me again recently. I have not been going out and hanging out with my friends or doing shit, so it's time to get back out there. Sometimes issues, and especially mental health issues, aren't you fight it and then you get over it and then you're good now. Sometimes it's something you have to work on forever. And sometimes it's something you always have to be conscious of. And I think that's how it works for me. I got caught in this trap of like, oh, I'm better now, so I don't need to, continue to work on this. And I wasn't better, and everything got worse, and I trapped myself in my house again for months. So, I don't know. That's my TED Talk. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful new year.